Well, this is a video that I wasn't expecting to make. The Citroen Saxo has broken down. It is the first ever time this has happened. Yeah. So we've just managed to pull into this estate here. We were on the main road doing 40. The temperature gauge was fine, but the light came on. And now I suspect if I pull this coolant cap off, the coolant is going to splash everywhere, but the engine feels extremely hot. So as you will have seen by that little clip there, I'm suspecting that it's a head gasket gone on this car. I'm actually with a friend as well, with my mate Kev. We're on our way to actually something quite important, and the car has took the knock. He's just over there having a bifter. Must be the stress. I've had about 20 already, so I see where he's coming from. But honestly, at this point, I'm thinking it's the head gasket, and I'm wondering what that could mean. You know, are we gonna fix this here at the roadside? Am I gonna make some dramatic clickbaity video? Of course not. What we're gonna do is ring the AA, because I'm a member, and apparently they fix 8 out of 10 cars on the roadside. So let's see. I might pretend to be a woman. They tend to come quicker for them, apparently.
The quickest way to report your breakdown is through the AA app or online.
I don't want the app.
If you want to talk to us about a breakdown, press 1 now.
Well, what else would I be ringing you for?
Generally safer to wait away from your vehicle. Wear your seatbelt. In as few words as possible, please tell us what the fault is with the vehicle. For example, I have an orange warning light and noises from my engine.
The car's hot. Head gasket.
Feel you are in a dangerous location. Your phone doesn't have access to the internet, or you need to speak to an advisor about a breakdown you've already reported, press 1.
What the fuck? Ever the prepared car YouTuber, I've brought my camera, because you can't phone the AA while you're on the while you're filming. So
Breakdown, are you in safe location?
yes. So obviously the AA man is going to take a long time to arrive. So I think what we're going to do is get the bus to my mum's house, bring her car here, which hopefully by which time the AA will have arrived, and see where we go from there. Given how rarely I'm on a bus these days, I thought now would be a good opportunity to showcase some of my best Scouse bus content I've witnessed over the years.
Do you not like photography whatsoever?
I do like photography, yeah, but I don't know. You never think to take a picture of the moon, do you?
Yeah! Well, it's that big!
The bus ain't going nowhere.
Look, well, I don't care. Well, I'm not going nowhere.
No, I'm sitting here and reading the paper, lads.
I'm fucked.
Who's bought your food? Who's alleged cooked you tea? Oh, yeah, so you're having it if you fancy it, because now you're going to do as I say.
Go get the police. Go ahead.
The police lad, they get paid for sitting here.
I don't care. Go get them.
Having survived the bus with only a mild smell of piss on our person, we got my mum's Fiesta, thanks mum, and returned to greet the AA, who fix 8 out of 10 cars at the roadside. Say hello, Kev. So it turns out that my car is one of the 2 out of 10 that the AA can't fix on the roadside. So it is going to have to be recovered to a garage. But because I'm really up against it and I don't have time, we're going to leave that for now and get it recovered tomorrow to Double S Motors, hopefully, who are going to diagnose and fix the problem, hopefully. For now, we say goodbye to the Saxo in my mum's Fiesta that we're going to have to use to continue the journey. Fucking French piece of shit.
Not happy, eh?
Well, it wasn't really. It's just not what he wants, is it?
Yes, what a day.
What a day. Well, we're a few days in. Double S Motors in Liverpool have diagnosed the car, and yes, we've hit stalemate. It is a head gasket. The engine isn't completely cooked, so, you know, the engine can run again. However, to to me, for them to fix the car, they're quoting round about a £500 or £600 ballpark sort of figure. This all depends on labour and how easy it is to do. I've always, in the back of my head, had the day sort of known to me that the Saxo will one day have to go, because of something like this, because of a costly repair bill, or just where it just gives up, and and the irritating thing is that this car could carry on. I could do the repair, but it's just such a huge cost, and I am wondering if it is economical to do. I really am. It's a lot of money for a car that, let's be honest, is probably in the later stages of its life. So yeah, we have hit stalemate. I am deciding now what to do. What I'm going to do next is definitely not pay them to do that job, but see if there's possibly someone else who could help me with the job, or somebody who could do it cheaper. But in the meantime, I need a car. I need a car to get to work. And if the Saxo doesn't get back on the road, then I need to buy a car, my next car. Like, I need to buy a permanent car. Well, what are we thinking? I thought I'd let you guys into what I'm looking for if the Saxo, God forbid, doesn't come back. And the answers at the minute are, the top three are something like a Citroen Saxo, so the original saloon. A little bit hesitant on that though, because I think they're nice to look at, but I think they're a bit boring. I'd absolutely love a Fiat Brava. I just think they are a very underrated hatchback. But finding one, it's like hen's teeth. And what I'm looking at the minute is this rather fetching Rover 25, which of course we're famous for not blowing head gaskets. Let me just read you the description. It's a lovely car. It's finished in like a sort of boiled shit sort of colour. And the description is, well, it makes for good reading. It says, Rover 25, rocket ship resplendent in Jewish racing gold. Sounds mazel tov. Complemented by a stunning black leather interior. Be the envy of your friends when you arrive in this rare piece of British motoring history. Viewing and test drives welcome. Please wear a smoking jacket. So that's something to consider anyway. So we are a further few days on now from when I last spoke to you with the unfortunate news of a £600 repair job from Double S Motors. The good news is that the head gasket can be done for a reasonable price, and it is a price that you will not believe. Just £200 I'm going to be charged by a top mechanic to do the head gasket, and that's simply because of contacts that I have been given from working in the motor trade. So that really is good. So if all goes well, new head gasket, £200, car back on the road. The bad news is that the AA have been a bit of a rat, really. Obviously they have towed me here to Double S Motors, and I've rung them back to say that the little white lie, but I've rung them back to say that the garage couldn't fix it. They couldn't fix it for the price that I wanted them to fix it for, but I didn't mention that bit. But they want to charge me another £67 to tow this car another 4 miles down the road to where it is actually going to be fixed. Which I think there's a, that's a bit rat, to be fair. I think they need to be a little bit more kinder to their members. So yeah, that's the next stage, to ring some contacts and see what's what, because there's absolutely no way I'm paying £67 for the AA to tow me 4 miles. No way in hell. And we're about to be towed. Most expensive journey in my life. I could go to Mallorca for cheaper. Here I am, being towed down Queen's Drive, the biggest and longest stretch of road in Liverpool, I think. The Saxo is behind the AA truck, obviously. I'd be worried if I got there before the AA truck, but the Saxo used to be the top dog of this road, and now she's being towed like an elderly relative on a Zimmer frame. Oh, how the tables turn, I'm looking at all these people driving past me in their financed Mercedes A-classes and laughing at me.
Right. Oh, we're off. Hey, I'd even say no to a Rolls with the chauffeur, a brand new Toyota, a Skoda, give over. Because I'm very happy with my current vehicle. More than happy.
So, I hinted earlier that I do still need a car to get me to and from work every day, and of course now the Saxo is going to be away for a while on the back burner while someone does the head gasket for me. So, what am I going to do then for a car? Well, let's find out. It's ringing. Hello mate, you alright? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Listen, any chance you'd be able to rob us a car? Just a Kia Picanto. Peak time, eh? So having been running around in this Kia Picanto, it's begged the question for a lot of people, why don't I just buy something like this? Well, you join me today for the most informal road test ever. I'm on my way to work, eating a bit of toast, filming. I mean, there's a lot of illegal things going on right now. And I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of the Kia Picanto. But really, what this is a comparison. This car is not quite 10 years newer than the Saxo, but, you know, a little bit newer, and this is something that I could have gone for. Let me tell you something that's great about this car. It's the modern touches, and I don't mean the annoying touches like beeps and bongs and things like that. I mean the actual useful things that these sort of cars have. So we've got cup holders, we've got intermittent wipers, we've got somewhere to rest our clutch foot. It's such nice little things that just make this Kia a little bit more refined than my Saxo. Also, what makes it more refined is that just quiet little engine humming away in the background there. And on top of all that, we've actually got quite a snickersy little gear change. Now let me tell you why I wouldn't have one of these or a modern car. First of all, how it looks. Inside and out, the Kia Picanto and lots of other modern sort of fucking Euro boxes, they don't have an awful lot of character. They're not one of the boys. But although this Picanto is inoffensive and, you know, quite cute, it just lacks any sort of personality for me. It's just a box, and finished in white, it looks like a dishwasher. And another thing that you don't get in modern cars, and at least not like you used to, is comfort. Now, getting in from my Saxo into this is like sitting on a park bench. You just don't get that comfort that you used to get. But perhaps the worst thing is the way the Picanto, well, doesn't handle. Put it under any sort of pressure and it gets as stressed as a French supply teacher, and you just sort of have absolutely no faith in it whatsoever. But other than that, it's been a really nice car, and I've got to be grateful for Joel for lending me it. Otherwise I would have been, well, to be honest with you, totally fucked. So, is the Saxo still alive, or have I bought a new car? Well, pleased to say